Hi friends, Valerie Turner with Close to My Heart, and welcome to card number 3 of Let's Party. Did you see my Vale's Happy at Heart Tip Tuesday where I recently shared about the air bubbles in your stamp set? So let me see if I can get this just right. See right there, that is an air bubble that is between the block and the stamp set. And if you were to ink that, it would affect your stamping. So you do want to work those air bubbles out before you ink your stamp set. Typically, you just need to pull the stamp set up a bit and then smooth out that air bubble and replace it. Next, we're going to season our stamps, and you can do that with the rub and remove eraser or by just rubbing it on your hand. And now we are ready to start stamping. I am going to stamp these pieces for all 4 of the cards. Okay, so the 3 balloons on 4 different pieces for the 4 different cards. Look at how fun this is. And if you notice, I put 2 stamps, one on each side of the block and then the third one on another block, so I can just turn it over when I'm inking. On the 4th card, I decided to do it horizontal instead of vertically. So I have 3 of this piece stamped per the workshop instruction, and 1 I changed to do horizontally. Next, I'm going to stamp in these wishes that was on an extra piece of paper that you should have cut and had set aside. Now we're going to add in our little balloon strings, and there's 2 different balloon strings. I stamped them there just so I could see what they looked like, and we're going to go ahead and stamp these on all of the pieces. Once you have those done, you can go ahead and set your stamps aside, and we are ready to start assembling. Well, once I go and clean my fingers. I love the colors of these balloons on that Sundance cardstock. It is so bright and vivid colors. I'm adding some adhesive to the back of the word birthday, and then we're going to start putting these down on our card front. I'm doing this one exactly per the workshop instructions, so you can follow your measurements there. And look at how fun this is. I'm going to add a little dimension because you know I love to add dimension, shimmer, and shine to all of my projects. Then we're going to cut out, just fussy cut, the word wishes, and we're going to add that down here at the bottom with some foam tape so it says birthday wishes. Lastly, we're going to add in some gems, and this card is complete. Now we are ready to move on to card number 3, the second way. And again, I'm going to assemble that just like I did on the first one. And this time I'm going to bring in that shimmer trim. I just love that candy apple shimmer trim. If I was doing this again, I would have put the shimmer trim over the confetti piece too, and I probably would have just snuck it in on the sides versus running it the whole length of the card there, the whole width of the card there. Going to add some dimension here behind this piece, and I ran out of that one roll right there, so I just grabbed some other pieces I had handy. And here we're going to cut out that wishes, just fussy cut it and banner it and place those down. You see, this time I moved the word birthday up a little bit, and I colored the gems with the blue alcohol marker, which is so fun. I also decided to add some liquid glass on the balloons here. Now you do have to be careful because the ink is water-based and we are adding liquid glass, which can smear the color. Typically, the red is the hardest color. It can turn a little bit orange, but honestly, I loved it on the liquid glass there. Now for card number 3, the third way, I am adding some dry embossing here, and I'm really not being particular. I was kind of doing like an eighth, I think, but I really wasn't being particular on the measurements. I was just putting them down, and you'll see that here in a second that they are not perfect, and they didn't need to be perfect. I took a sanding block and sanded them a little bit and saw I missed a couple spots I wanted to add in, and I did them on the wrong side, so I had to redo it again, but there you have it. I used my chamois to clean up the dust from the sanding, and then we are ready to glue this down. So you see those lines aren't perfect, and I didn't want them perfect. It's just adding a little bit of texture there. Now here I did decide just to trim this a little bit because the center was going to be covered. I could have trimmed it a little bit more. Why not save our glitter paper, our glitter trim, shimmer trim? Adding some adhesive to the back of our birthday and laying that down here as well. Super fun. I hope that everybody is having a fantastic day and that you've been having a great new year so far. It's hard to believe that it is already the end of January. I mean, really, where is 2024 going already? I added in the wishes and then some gems, and now we are ready to do card number 3, the fourth way. And this one I did change horizontal on my words there. Now, one thing I wished I would have put the word birthday up just a little bit higher. So you might want to put yours a little bit higher as well. It got hard to squeeze the wishes in with it this way, but it turned out just fine. I liked it just as well. All right, so we're going to put down our yellow this time. You see I swapped those around, the yellow and the blue, and I'm adding some dimension behind our patterned paper there. And look at how fun that is. And I did, once I cut the wishes, I did play with where to put it, and there was a few different options, and any of them would have been just fine. But like I said, I wished I would have put the word birthday up a little bit higher, but I did ultimately like it down there at the bottom. And then add in some gems because, of course, we got to have some bling in there. Look at that liquid glass on the balloons, the shimmer, the shine, and the dimension. I hope that you have enjoyed card number 3, and I will see you in card number 4.